Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. Today is Sean's birthday. We're going to bring it up. Shout out to everybody here. Sean, make yourself a birthday logo, something we can put up on the screen so we can get you going, baby. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get that intro rocking. Sorry for my lateness today. I have some bad gas. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Sorry about that. So, had to kind of maintain. I love each and every one of you. I'm sorry. And here we go with the intro. Bam, bam. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. Let's go, baby. Whoa, I almost fell down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's get it going. It's Friday, baby, my favorite day to be alive. I mean, I love every day, actually. Every day is amazing, but Friday is a blessing. What a blessing it is to be alive. Every single Friday here. 10:21, 9:22. Sorry about the latest, about 10 minutes late on the live, man. And Sean, he's 18 years old. Is he really 18? Sean, you're 18 years old, bro? I didn't even know, man. Let's get that music back up and running. But today is my assistant's birthday. I want to take my notoriety, my life, my time, all my hard work for him, baby. You know what I mean? And so for what I want to say is, it's his birthday, and I'm going to dedicate every single super chat to Sean, all right? After taxes. So if I get $500, he gets the 300, you know what I mean? Because, you know, YouTube. But if you send Sean a super chat today, and if you just send any super chat, I don't care what it is, we are going to give it to Sean, man, because Sean's the best. God bless you, Sean. We love you. And it's his birthday, man, and you know what? He, you know, a little bit goes a long way for Sean, so anything is awesome, you know what I mean? God bless you, Sean. I know, I was about to say, Sean isn't 18. But, Sean, we love you so much. When I met Sean about over a year ago, he began doing my thumbnails. He began editing. He began taking on another level. We bought a computer. We shipped it out to him. Or we sent him the money. He bought an amazing computer. We trusted him. He did the right thing, right? And he became part of the team. And, honestly, he is just doing wonderfully. His family's doing good. And I just love you, Sean. And I'm just so super excited for you to be here. So, I just want everyone to know, we love you, Sean, you know, and it's your birthday, man, and today we're going to celebrate your birthday, bro. God bless you, Shano. I will dedicate every super chat I get to you and your birthday, brother. So, everybody, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. How's the audio? I'm getting the weird thing after a Zoom. I did a Zoom last night, so for some reason the channel say we're booming even though we're not. So I just want to get an audio check. Audio check, audio check, audio check, audio check. All right. Bang, bang, bang. I'm about to cry. I love you, lifer. Audio is great. Shout out to Zeno. Happy birthday, Shano. Audio is great today. We love it. We love it. All right. All right. All good. Perfect. Sean, gonna wear your B-Day suit today. Wow. Perfect today. Happy birthday, man. And just so you all know, I've also given Sean a birthday present already, just so you know. I'm not trying to, like, you know what I mean? I just want to pour it on. I just want to pour it on. And look, there's one Sean to another. Sean's already up to 5 beans on his birthday, man. Sean, look at that. Starting to grow, man. We love you, brother. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks. Let's talk about it. And I'll be nice enough to show you the first thing here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Sean giving a $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Okay. I love this track. I wanna buy my Satoshi. I wanna get Cardano all day long. I wanna buy AVAX. I wanna get that lax. I wanna get those sats. I want to jump up into crypto. I'm bugging y'all out, man. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's break down Bitcoin as we do every single day. Bitcoin inside of what looks to me like a bit of a bear flag, but you know, so it's we'll call it a symmetrical triangle. It could go 50-50. It could go either way. To me, it is a symmetrical triangle. I am using the wick there. I kind of have to. It is what it is. You know, every once in a while, I have to bend to the traditional rules there a little bit. You know, a little bit. What I like is the 50 starting around. That's what you want. Happy birthday, Sean, XRP Army. Shout out to Crypto Frankie Poo. Shout out to the XRP Army out here. Joy is long-term banger, boys. Sky is the limit, baby. Mandatory hold for the portfolio. Amen. And I already started swing trading it to try to build up more. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. But it just shows you how obsessive compulsive I am with my swing trades. Right? And celebrate the first super chat from Corey West. Corey, we love you. We love the first super chat ever. Look at that. And how good do you feel right now hooking somebody up? Feeling blessed, right? And the blessings are all around us all the time. So this is what we're looking at, right? Happy birthday, Shano. Happy birthday, wishing you health and happiness. Fit for business, throwing it down. Crypto Father of 3. Happy birthday, Sean. Have a great day, man. And Sean works 7 days a week, right? Yeah. CRV USD, beautiful inverted. Shout out to Sean for another 2. We'll take a look at that. So Bitcoin, what is it doing? Let's break it down. Well, you have a low. You have a kind of a high. You have a higher low. You're slowly made an uptrend. You have a heavy resistance at 26,727. If you can't get back above that level, expect more downside. You know, I woke up this morning and I saw somewhat of a shoulder head and a right shoulder. But to be honest with you, I've been noticing that most of the patterns were just, you know, there wasn't enough volume. Like here's a falling wedge. It broke out, came back down. I mean, you did get the breakout. And in the 1 hour curve back down. And then look, even this indicator is giving us a bit of a divergence here. And thank you so much for everyone jumping on in. Happy birthday, Sean, Crypto Bellico. And it's starting to pour in for you, Sean. Up to 36 beans. I mean, you know, we love you, man. If you can do something good for somebody else, do it. The rest of your day will go swimmingly well. God will give you more. God will be like, oh, you just... Sean's one of God's beautiful children. And I give to Sean, then God's going to give to me. Don't you see how easy this is? Then you vibrate higher because you believe more is coming to you because you're giving more. And therefore, what happens? You live in abundance. And then the gift of giving becomes you become a transient being, which all things flow through. It becomes a beautiful, beautiful moment in time. You know what I mean? So, shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. As we kick it, happy birthday, Sean. Cheers. Marcelo, happy birthday. Thank you so much, everybody who's jumping on into the love. 427 people on the live, 142 likes. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. All right? And thank you for gifting 10 memberships. That's unbelievable. And people jumping on right there really quick. Crypto Plumber, you're the man, dude. You are the man. God bless you. Shout out to everyone that jumped into the screen share last night. Hope you had a blessed time. I thought it was amazing. All right. This is from Lakochi and Jay. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for the 333. We love you. We love you. Filecoin, thank you, mate. We'll take a look at that. Thank you so much for the super chats. We will get to all the super chats. And that's how you get gifted memberships. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. You jumped on in there. Beautiful. And someone asked, hey, I'm not green. I'm in the trading group. The trading group membership and this is two different things. This is public, extra public support for the stream. All right. This is like, yo, I'm going hard for it. You know, that's all. How do I get a gifted membership? Someone will give. You have to like turn on an icon. You have to like click these three things somewhere, I believe, and you have to turn on a little gift icon. And then when that happens, you're the man. No, you're the man. God bless you. God bless everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. All right. So what do I see happening to Bitcoin today? Well, the 4-hour looks like it's going to get a bounce at one point, in my humble opinion. I mean, you got a double bottom on the 4-hour. 1, 2, 3, you have so many wicks to the upside. However, this is a falling wedge, and if you can't break back above this area, you're going to break down to the bottom of the wedge, which is the 200 SMA, and I got 26,200 in waiting. Also, look, there's my liquidity. Isn't that amazing? Like, this says we drop down to 26.2. It is kind of a bear flag, you know. Measure move could go even a little lower, but that's where the 200 would come into contact. That's where we have this right here. And what is going on right now? It's out of control. Sean, what have you done? What have you done, Sean? I've been hearing the word. Wow, subscribers coming on in. Thank you for the super chat too. Unbelievable. Happy birthday. Another one, man. Just keeps giving. Unbelievable. And let's take a look at that fan funding and show you how much love is out here every day. Filecoin, thank you, mate. Lakochi. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Thank you so much for all the love, everyone. You guys, you people are amazing. Guys and gals, ladies and gents, lifers and lifettes. Okay? Sorry for being late today. I apologize. It's been a weird week for me, I'll be honest. You know, I think the losing of the child got on my head a little bit, you know. But at the same time, I'm over it. I just want to let everyone know I'm cool. I didn't lose a kid. I shouldn't say it like that. You know, we miscarriage, I have to say, right? Anyway, moving on. Only one birthday per year, Sean. Exactly. You only get it once, baby. You only get it once. So interesting enough, the daily trying to make a loop here. Remember when I talked about how we're going to trust in the 22? We're going to kind of leave the daily alone. The daily is tricking us, right? And we're going to put a little more faith in the 22 than in the daily for the next couple days as we watch support and resistance. I'll know. See, this is the skill too, to know when to kind of flip back and forth here. All right. So let me get rid of my moving averages. I just want this to look so neat today. And to me, I'm getting, you know, some mixed signals here. So clear as day, our next big resistance for the 4-hour is going to be right here at 26,750. Key area that we bounced from, key area that we got resisted by. We have to break through that to remain bullish. All right, that's going to be the channel. Right now, the 4-hour is in this kind of long trend, right? And you can see resistance. We got to break through this resistance. The bulls have to get on the other side of this diagonal trend line. Period. That's it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is to me. And this kind of is a bear flag if I had to, you know, on the 4-hour, if you look at it, sorry, just move the white one. If you look at just the 4-hour, that's a bear flag. They break to the downside, you know, but I'm open-minded to keep the symmetrical open on the smaller time frame. That also takes years of just deciding why you're going to do that, you know, and you'll feel more comfortable with certain reasons why you're doing certain things. Certain times you won't know why you feel comfortable. You just will, you know. Shout out to the 500 people on the live. God bless you all. 175 likes, $58.84 in chat revenue. May God bless you all for being here. Thank you. Hold on one second. I'm not really into laid back old school hip hop. Man, it's not bad. Kind of put me to sleep though. You know, I want to get it. Nah. And I like that though. Like I listened to that for years, be honest. Like that was my jam. I'm into deep house though. Yeah, 120 BPM, 118. You know. I like this track. This track I like the mystical feel of it. Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Getting a nice pump to the upside, 26,682. And again, I guess the end of the day, whenever you just keep it traditional, like falling wedges break to the upside 68% of the time, and we probably had the 1 minute divergence. See? And there it is right there. Swing down and swing down. That swung up. Got in right there for a nice win. And then we came down for the retest and got another pump to the upside. So the 1 minute played some games, but it got some nice movement to the upside. However, still getting the resistance at 26.68880. Like, we can't get up to that, 2670, 700 area. But so this is what I'm looking at here. If we readjust it on the 5, you can see that we have this is going to be our resistance. It's funny how it hit the level I had it drawn on like on the bigger time frames, but. So this is what we're watching. We're watching the symmetrical triangle. We did get a break out of the falling wedge to the upside. You got a divergence indicator with low stochastics, and you did get a push to the upside. I mean, simple as like, right? I didn't trade. I took a couple days off for trading just because, the kind of mental thing I'm going through with the, I'm giving myself some time and space. So I took 3 days off. I'm still, to be honest, I'm still looking for these. I'm about to get into some monster swing trades for some large money. So I'm preparing myself for some like very large, they're not high stress, but I mean, I'm going to be putting 20, 30K into some swing trades in the market. So Rave Song Records, happiest birthday. God bless you. Thank you so much for the $9.99. And if you're just jumping on in, today is Sean, my assistant's birthday. This is Sean right here. And let's get the likes up to the watchers, said Sean. I would love that. And today we're giving all the super chats to Sean for his birthday. All right. So anything given to Sean, we will hook him up. So God bless everybody here for hooking Sean up, if you do. All right. And happy birthday to you, Sean. May God bless you on this wonderful day. So, again, stochastics were supposed to break up. They were low. The falling wedge was supposed to break up. It did. So what was supposed to happen just happened. Also, whenever you negate a bearish pattern, it usually means you're going to pump. So, like, the fact that the head and shoulder did not play out, we got the reversal. Not huge. Didn't get a follow through on volume. 15-minute coming into the overbought region pretty fast. But the 1 hour still has some legs. And this indicator, see how this indicator picked up on a strange div? And I believe it picked up on like something like how this was kind of more flat. Well, that was an uptrend, and it felt that was a divergence, which it is, right? So this indicator really comes in handy sometimes, finds a divergence that you may not have really truly noticed, And it actually kind of is, because this is flat. It's like an exaggerated, and that's more of an uptrend. So even like my eye kind of caught slight divergence. So the 1 hour with a nice pop, and they went after those. They went after some shorts real quick. Let's see how much liquidation they got. There it is right there. I was like, I got to see it. But so there's the liquidations. It was light. Wasn't crazy. So if you look at BOOKMAP, we have some liquidity to the upside, 2670, 26,700. But that's just the area we need to break back above. No big red bar up in here telling us we're going to zoom. If anything, it says we go lower, but it doesn't, this isn't 100%. But just to read the liquidity, there's a big order here, 736 Bitcoin wants to be purchased. But that's a good sign that like 25,000 is holding. You're getting bigger orders around 26K, right? Happy birthday, love to the Philippines. It's Mr. Armstrong, 33. God bless you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. We appreciate you being here, and we love you. Shout out to the 540 souls on the live. Thank you for being here, and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Without your time, we do not have a show, and I appreciate you all for being here. So there's some legs here, but you're getting pretty overbought on the RSI, on the stochastic, right? And the 4 hours just kind of milling around. The daily's pretty much overbought, even if we get a pump. And as I've said before, the 3 days is somewhat bearish, But we'll see. We'll see. This candle, with the 3-day candle close yesterday, I mean, look at that. It was like, what a horrible close. That's a bearish hammer, right? So, because you got price pushing down, and so it looks like a sword. I call it the bear sword, right? But, okay. DXY is dumping. Well, the good sign too is we have 3 wicks to the upside too as well. We have 2 wicks to the downside. So Indecision, but you know what? As long as the 3-day stays above 26,500, we're in pretty good shape, right? I'm predominantly long Bitcoin from 15K spot. You know what I mean? Like, I've been calling bottom. That is our bottom. Like, I'd said 99.9%. That's the bottom, and I've stuck to it. I really, since around this area, I've been sticking to the idea that we have bottomed out. I bought my 19K Bitcoin in front of everyone, right? Which is still up $7,000, right? Beating inflation in the teeth. That 19K would have lost a lot of inflation, and I bought that Bitcoin now. When did I buy that Bitcoin, that 19K Bitcoin? It's like, let's think. I bought it on this way up here, so somewhere here on this bar. So it must have been, wow, January of last year. So it would be coming up on a year soon. So crazy how fast a year goes by. Like, it's, you know. Shout out to Dana Schwartz. God bless you. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes to Shano. You people are amazing. $86 in chat. Revenue going to Sean. And I'm going to give him everything, including, I'm going to eat the tax. How's that? There you go. That's what you wanted to hear. I'm going to give, keep giving. Givers gain, right? So the smart move is to not long anything till we get back above the zone and retest. If we get this retest, take it to the to the high volume node there. So we have a pretty nice little setup. And any chance it could pump up too fast, but then look for small time frames to make a flag. They will. You'll get something between the 1 and the 7 minute if you're careful and diligent. You will get something, meaning you'll get a bear flag, a bull flag, a falling wedge. What's up with the likes, everybody? 546, 218. Let's get those likes up to the watchers, baby. Let's get it going all the way to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. So I don't understand how you don't have 100,000 subs by now. You definitely deserve it. Hey, man, I live the life of my dreams, so I don't really worry about the numbers, baby. And I get testimonials every day, and I meet people throughout the world, and things are going so well. It honestly is a number. There's a lot of people with 100,000 subscribers, and they don't have half the community, a tenth of the community. They don't have 1% of the community we have. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lifer Adam. Good morning, everybody on the live. Bang, bang, bang. Sean, up to 86 more beans for the birthday barrel. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can someone explain what happened? A whole lot of bots, though. Yeah. 1 million subscribers around the corner. We're on our way, baby. We're on our way. So as much as I love all this, I would not long Bitcoin till we get above this resistance at 26,750. That would be the key area for a retest, for a move to the upside, a small flag. If this broke out, I'd look for a flag on the 15.75, retest on the 1, anything that I could find that made sense to me, that could garner up a possible entry, I would take, and I'd feel more bullish about it. If we can't get above the zone, we wake up, we do a bear trap, bull trap, we hang out. Don't be surprised if we end up back down here at the bottom of this channel here at 26,145. All right. Funny, but when this was halfway through, we started sensing that this could have been an Adam and Eve double bottom, right? Double top, and it played out exactly like it should have. We saw the descending triangle. Just amazing. Price actions is beautiful. All right. God bless each and every one of you. JOYSTREAM on my radar as the hottest coin in the game. I like what I'm seeing for this puppy. Looks like it's going to bounce off the bottom of this channel to the upside. JOYSTREAM. All right. I'm personally going to enter this trade. I was in it and I've gotten out. I'm personally going to hold it long term and enter a swing on it. JOYSTREAM. So I like what I'm seeing here for Joy. And it's interesting to me. The daily a little high, the 22 hours suggesting we can get a beautiful move to the upside. Where's my target sitting at 4 cents and 4/10 of a cent? Is that guaranteed to happen? Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Is there a little bearish div? There kind of is. Do I have to heat it? We do. All right, but it's a brand new coin, and this thing could start really going parabolic. It loses this trend, we fall down. We'll end up making some type of falling wedge. We'll figure it out. We'll DCA, but I like this coin a lot. I like the project. If you Google it and look what it is, it's kind of like a YouTube. So it's got some interesting things working on it. Anytime I hit up Sean for gains, it's like clockwork. The hardest working in it. Happy J-Day, brother. Love is love forever, man. May life forever move in your favor. Shout out to Stack McChange throwing down for the birthday wishes for Sean. 9197, Sean. And wow, happy 8th birthday, Sean. We love you, brother. Celebrate the first super chat from DJ. Thank you so much for the first super chat. God bless you. Thank you, Jay. We love you, brother. Happy birthday, Sean. Crypto Plumber keeps giving. The guy with the givers gain. This guy must gain so much. He gives so much. And Sean, you're at 104 beans, baby, on the way up. I'm loving that I get to do this for you today. What a blessing it is. Today is my assistant's birthday, and we're giving, I decided not wanted to announce his birthday, let everyone know, and if you want to throw a super chat to say happy B-Day to him, that's going his way, all right? He's one of the hardest working men in show business. He works for me, and I work 7 days a week. Imagine being my assistant, right? And he's worn 100 hats. He's really taken on so much. We've gone through people in the company. We've had to let people go, and Sean has just been an amazing person. And we got a solid team now. Safe bet for JOYSTREAM is to wait for it to break out and retest 2.9. But there's a possible 73% gain coming out of JOYSTREAM here. In the 4 hour and the 1 hour are telling us that it's, getting a little bit of a bounce. I see it more sideways too, but if it gets a breakout and retest, and it'll move slow, the liquidity is not huge on this coin. We're very early. We're some of the newest people in the coin, but it's interesting. It's already made me some gains, and I like what I'm seeing for JOYSTREAM, all right? And I put it in the trading group too as well, so. And honestly, the last few days have been kind of slim pickings. I'll be honest, market's been touch and go. So I've been putting my focus, where I believe the money is most likely based on the technical analysis. That's what I do for a living. Yeah, it's crazy how front just exploded after the short to the downside, just absolutely like went on. I mean, that looks like a massive short squeeze, to be honest, right? Just like an insane short squeeze. And then it made this. It could even just traded this symmetrical triangle today. That's why shapes just, now they're not always going to, but with low stochastics and some other stuff behind it, there's a higher probability that you can get down. Loom's been interesting. I was drawing this little flag here, and Loom just took off out of control. Crazy. 76%. And look at this ETH. I don't know what this ETH is. Ethereum Fair. But there's coins just absolutely going out of control on MEXC on a daily basis, right? MEXC is the place to be. You're going to want to be on MEXC. You probably have no idea what it is. You're new to my channel. You're new to me. You're like, what's going on here? But MEXC is the place where you can find some of the smallest coins before anyone knows about them. They really search the markets and provide me with the best information and data. I absolutely love MEXC. All right. And we're doing a bonus too. Deposit and trade. Earn up to 20 USD, right? So USDT during the event period. Only users are registered with Crypto Lifers referral code. Right. So jump on in. Click on the button below and create an account to join. The event ends in 30 days. Right. 10 USD future bonus rewards if you net deposit more than 500. 10 USD future bot is up to 3,000 spot trading, and if you future trade more than 100 grand, right? There'll be even more bonuses potentially, right? So an event 100 net deposit and spot futures trading. So now event 2 is net deposit and futures trading. If you deposited more than 500,000 USDT within 7 days, all right, and you trade more than $300 million in volume within 30 days, you receive up to 20 grand. And futures bonus. And it goes down as you go down, right? But there you go. 30 USDT futures bonus if you deposit 1K, 3K, 50, and it goes all the way up, all right? And at 1,000 lucky draws too as well. So participant who qualify for 2 events will have a chance to win 10 lucky draws worth 10 USD future bonus each, all right? So just, giving back to the community a little bit of a bonus there for MEXC, all right? But even without that, you could throw that, it's one of the best places to trade on futures and with the fees. I DCA all my Bitcoin here because the fees are the best. I'm not trying to pay Coinbase fees. I'm not trying to pay fees. You know what I mean? I buy it here. I send it right to my hardware wallet. So to me, it's just the place to be, right? MEXC right here. Check it out. And there's the link right there if you want to jump on in. It's where JOYSTREAM is. It's where a lot of the things that we're looking at are, right? Sorry for being late there. People. but I pinned it right up here. And join the trading group, MEXC, and the Facebook group. If you want to jump into the Facebook group, we'd greatly appreciate it too. We also have a newsletter in the description. So much stuff that we want to show you and teach you about every day here on the channel. So Bitcoin at 26,642. All right. Struggling. Lack of volume. Most moves are kind of lackluster today. The 15 minutes, curving back down. You're likely to get a move. I'm not trading today. It's been a lot of up and down price action. So I'm going to be watching. That's actually not true. I'm going to be building positions and looking at my altcoin trades, my altcoin swing bags, but I'm not going to be trading any leverage on Bitcoin today. I'm letting it be. I want to see it just play out. Okay. Let's take a look at our NQ. I saw a pump last night on the 4-hour time frame. We're going to take a look at this. Oh, no. Sorry. E-mini futures. So right here we go. And so far, all is going to plan, right? And what I said is, we would likely get this pump to the 200 SMA too. You see that? Once you wrap above the 200, you get to the 50, and I see us getting all the way back up here to 15,373. And most people look at me like I'm crazy, right? That's a very strong divergence on the 1 hour, okay? And we are stalling out. We're out of resistance, and we're getting high on the stochastics. But what a beautiful look. Low stochastic, bullish divergence, entry right there, and this thing rips to the upside. It's like simple stuff, right? And the 4 hour is going to pump up to the 21 SMA. That's our next stop. And it looks like we're on our way. I put it out last night in the trading group, right? Right here. And so it's up a beautiful, those are pips. That's pip for days right there. And it was obvious to me it was likely going up based on the divergence. And the fact that it was that far away. See, I trade the space from the 21. And I'm really good at understanding when you're having, this is how we shorted AKRO. Because you're too far from the 21 after a pump. If the candles don't matter, green is red and red is green, it's just the action that you're looking for. Flip the chart upside down with Alt-I and begin to see things that you never saw before. It'll blow your mind. All right. Check it out. So the NQ likely to continue here. There's actually a nice pip here. This is a very likely pip you're going to get back to the 21. The 21 will come down a little bit as price comes up. They will meet each other in the middle. But this is very likely. Look, you're getting above a high volume node, and you have all the way to the POC to go. A nice gap. That's a fair value gap. You've already fell through it. And look at the NQ pumping right as I'm telling you it's pumping. And this thing is, the 4 hour looks like this thing's going to rip. They also got a lot of people scared, so they got a lot of people to short. And they even made a head and shoulder pattern that made people think to short the market. And that probably took things to another level and got us, and now we have a lot of short liquidity to rip through above us here on the NQ. We are at resistance, and I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 hour did pull back a little bit and made some type of flag. But after that, we're likely to continue to push to the upside on in a major way. So again, anything is possible. I could be completely wrong. This could turn and dump all the way. But the way the moving averages are set up, if you were trading this long, this would dump back to the 200 SMA. This is very likely going to pump up to the 200 SMA. I see 2.4 pips, 2.4%, which is like, depending what you're trading, that's a lot of money. So also kind of a shoulder ahead, and you can't really see it there, but a little bit of a right shoulder. I think small time frames might, we do have to get back above this. And look, even the 15-minute pump to the 200 SMA. This stuff is child's play to me. Tight moving averages, pump to the 200 SMA, right? So, boom, boom, boom. And if you're in my trading group and you like the NQ, I'll be putting updates on it. Look, I said right here, ride the NQ to the 21 SMA. You can't be scared, right? Don't be scared. Bang. And so I put it out last night before I went to bed. It was the last thing I put out at 12:18. Target is the POC. We're on our way, baby. That is going to rip, right? It was at 14,900. 14,902 last night. My system said all systems a go-go. V-shaped recovery to the upside, right? Bang to resistance, boom, right? But we want that 21 SMA. We're coming for you, baby. So, only time will tell if you're trading small time frames. Always use a stop loss. Take profits when you can. Just be easy, all right? Okay, scared money don't make no money. Exactly. Army for love, baby. Calby in, baby. God bless you, brother. So there you go, man. This thing, so I see the NQ getting a bigger move, and it will get to each moving average. First the 21, then the 200 on the 4 hour, right? And look at that MACD about to cross, and you got above the moving average on the RSI. Boom. Don't be scared. And this was supposed to happen. We showed you all the times that the NQ had the divergence, and we did get a bounce. Right there, we got the bounce. Right there, we'll get, and you're at the bottom of the channel that we have. This was a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder, but you gotta, my humble opinion, some people said, yeah, I guess you could say it didn't cut the neckline fully. It kind of crossed it a few times, or you could say it has to come back. You could say it never even made it down, but in between. And honestly, if this fell back and did a bearish retest, then I'd switch short. Like, I'm open-minded, right? But right now, the probabilities are screaming. My indicators all curving up above the point of control. Like, I teach my students, you get a 9-point checklist, right? If the checklist hits, then this is likely going to go in your favor. And so this just hit all the checks. It has the divergence. It has the MACD crossing. It has the falling wedge on the RSI breaking above the medium line. It's got the stochastics pointing to the upside. It flips this resistance right here, and it can swing up, swing down, smooth move all right through here. So once it gets there, that's going to be it's going to make in my opinion, 15,166 all the way up to 15,389 is going to be very fast. So shout out to my NQ D-Gens. If you're holding on, there's no reason not to. This thing is going to rip. Mark my words, the lifer put his stamp on it. I'm calling where the NQ is going to go. All right. And I've done this. How many times have I said where price will go, and it goes there? All right. Because if you trust in your divs, if you know what you're doing, if you use the same indicators over and over again, you're going to see the movement. All right. And so there you go. All right. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. We greatly appreciate you. Okay? We greatly appreciate you. Bang. 18,000 followers today and counting, on our way for more. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We thank everyone here that jumps on in to the Twitter feed. All right. And I put out stuff on there too to kind of keep you going and keep you motivated. So stay tuned for more out there on Twitter. Shout out to the 574 people on the live, 284 likes, $121 in chat rev. Basically the last day of the summer today. Bang, bang, bang. Let's talk about the BLZ short. All right. I see Bitcoin going sideways throughout the day. When I put out my update later on today, I see us somewhere in the nose of this. At one point, this is going to have to break out. All right. Bitcoin will have to break up or down. And we'll know kind of where we stand. The 1 hour is looking pretty overbought, but we'll see. If we get a surge and a boost and we get through some resistance and we end up above 26,750, then everything can change. Key levels to get above is 26,750. If we can't get above that level, I would expect more downside because that's going to become a major resistance. All right. So I'm waiting for confirmation before I open up a long or a short. And I see sideways price action with lack of volume and less follow through, which kind of just is like, especially after a good week of trading. All right. Happy birthday, brother. Hey, Sam, could we go over Quant? Yeah, we'll take a look at Quant. Thank you so much. And everything that people asked about, we'll take a look. All right. Let's keep the likes up to the watchers. And where is everybody from in the chat? Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you are from in the chat. Let me know, baby. Let me know. All right. Falling wedge broke to the upside. Just simple math for Bitcoin, right? If you keep it simple, all right, you don't have to know 1,000 things. You just have to keep it simple. Where's everybody in the chat? Let me know. We got Illinois, we got Indiana, Lithuania, Southampton, Quebec, England, El Salvador, Bristol, Wales, Australia, Dominic, Barry UFC. We got Crypto Space Cadets. We got Joel De Leon from Cali. We got Billy Bob from Israel. We got Jack from Scotland. We got Marty McFly from Cologne. We got Gerald, Texas. We got Portugal, baby. Jarrell, Texas. Yeah, we get Indiana, Philippines, South Africa from Nasty Gene. Happy birthday, Bournemouth here, UK. Alabama, Trinidad in the Caribbean from Rich Pierre. Bear Flag, Berlin, Norway. Hi, everyone from Greece. Boston, baby. Mark Wahlberg. Dade County from Stack McChange, the 305. Alpharetta, Georgia, UK. Ecuador. Ohihees. Lawn Guy. Funny. Livers spread worldwide, baby. Yep. England, Kazakhstan, Deutschland, the Netherlands, Australia. Austria, but not Australia. Funny. Your kitchen eating snacks. Get out of the kitchen. Stop eating. We don't have a lot of snacks. We ran out of food. Long Island, baby. I'm from Delaware. We only actually have fruit. We eat a lot of fruit in this house. Raspberries, blueberries, mangoes, kiwis. You know, you name it. Tangerines. We eat a lot of fruit in the house. West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm from oh my gosh, Crypto Clown. Let's get you out of there. The Collective Consciousness, Brooklyn, baby. Wow, so many people. I'm not from anywhere. Only the destination matters. Jamie is on the way to my house. Fort Lauderdale, Mango. Dajman, Slovenia. Mango is the best. Mississippi, get on the yellow dragon fruit. Oh, that stuff is good. Philly, Buenos Aires. And this thing used to go so fast. Let's get this thing flying. This chat, I used to be able to run on this chat. What's up with the chat, man? I want to see this chat flying. What's up with the 700 people? Where are we at, baby? 576 beautiful souls in the live. Let's keep it kicking. Livers United, baby. Fed headquarters, my man. Shout out to Master Fred in the house. Holding it down. And Bitcoin getting a nice pump up to the upside here. It just closed the candle. A very bullish candle. Let's see what this next candle does. But this thing could really get a nice big push to the upside. The 1 hour is looking somewhat bullish here for a pump. I want this next 1 hour candle to close above 26,750 to confirm some bullishness here. And I've even seen these. I've actually seen this. It's a cup and handle, but you get this nasty dip back out, but it is the cup, and there's your handle. And it plays out as the cup and handle. It gives you your measured move. See, most people can't see this. It's an algorithmic play, really, in a way. This is like a Fibonacci move without you knowing it. But it says 26,850 is coming, which is interesting. That's what it says. You know, no guarantees, but that's what it says. I'll keep that there to see what happens. Interesting enough. I'm not going to trade it today. Some days I don't trade. Some days it's just like, you know what? Not feeling it. Temecula, California. Oh my gosh. Love from Rancho, South Carolina. Pittsburgh, baby. 20K beginning of October. And so if you're really sweating, you go into the smaller time frames and you see what you can find here. And look what Bitcoin's doing. It's making some type of ascending, like a very boxy ascending triangle, right? On the 7 minute here. Also a bit of a W that looks likely to pump right now as we speak. I mean, that's a W in my humble opinion. That's a cup with a handle too. See, cup with handle. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. All the way from downtown. All right. As the music stops. Gold is slow today. And my Bitcoin long from last night, right of the same last night, and in some green. There you go, baby. Long Island, New York, baby. Joe Afeo. What town in Long Island? I know them all. Mineola, Lindenhurst. You know what I mean? Freaking Glen Cove. You name it, man. North Shore, South Shore. Like, I know almost every single town in Long Island. Selden. I mean, you name it. I know your town, man. I was all over Long Island. Nice, Alpha. Thank you. Any luck finding it, Lakochi? Hicksville, man. Yep. I worked in Hicksville. I used to get off at Oyster Bay. Right? I worked in Hicksville at the... For like 2 years, I worked in Hicksville because I worked for Kevin Can Wait, and I was at Gold Coast Studios. This is where Kevin James did his show. Gold Coast Studios here. Hicksville Road in Bethpage. It wasn't Bethpage, but you got off at Hicksville on the train. Basically, it was in Hicksville. It was right on the, But yeah, I worked in this place for about a year or 2 years of my life. I was outside of my little office, and this was the big stage, and Kevin James would actually do the show live. We'd have a live team. It was amazing, So I already gave you the call for the NQ. You can deny me if you want, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll find out if I'm full of old shoes or if we get the big pump to the upside, maybe even tonight in the trading group. See, I'm here every single day, so everything I say, I have to hold myself accountable. It's different when you make one video a week or you even make recorded videos. Recorded videos, you can kind of just keep making them and you kind of just When you show up face to face in front of everyone every day, you got to make it 100%. You know what I mean? All right. Love and good vibes from Mississippi. Shout out to Master Friend. My sister lives in Hicksville, very nice neighborhood. Been trading gold more than Bitcoin. Interesting. Yeah, I started trading gold for years. I traded gold for 10 years of my life. You know, basically, I guess 8, but then on and off gold and Bitcoin, and then it just, you know, turned into cryptocurrencies full time. I know where the most money could be made, in my humble opinion, and I could be wrong, but for me, I believe the most money is made in speculating into emerging assets. Getting into tech before other people are into it, and then watching it blow up, and people just go crazy. I bought so many things on the low, and I've watched people just go crazy on them before, and I got them and held them for a couple years. I did it for Bitcoin. I looked at Bitcoin, I said, man, this thing's going to blow. Everyone's going to want this thing. It was, you know, $300, $500, $1,000 when I started buying it, $1,000. It's 26x its money, and it's gone all over. I mean, that's after lows of sell-offs, right? Right. What do you think about Arbitrum? I think Arbitrum's great. They just have an unlock, and we're going to have to find out when that unlock and that kind of period ends. But I believe DCAing between 30 and 60 cents, if we get into that zone, would be a beautiful move. You know what I mean? Runkakama, baby. My sister lives in Hicksville. Been trading gold. Yeah. What do you think about Arbitrum? I do both. Dan T says, shout out to Ben Armstrong. Shout out to Ben. God bless him and his family. And his wonderful wife, man. She is amazing. Been trading with AI Lifer. Found a great, nice AI on gold. Crypto Rico, email me, cryptolifers@gmail, and let me know what you're doing. And I'll try to figure it out with you. I'd like to know. I'll set that up. I always got extra funds. I could just, you know, not a lot. I mean, I can send stuff the right way. Let's make it happen today. Smash the likes, everyone. Today is the day where you're going to change your life. Today's the day where you're going to do something amazing. Today's the day where you're going to learn divergences finally. You're going to finally get your fibs out, and you're going to break it down. All right? So we're watching Bitcoin. It's sideways. I'm not that excited about it. It's going to go sideways most of the day. How do I know when it's sideways? Because I know. All right? Because I'm a time traveling artist. Did I just say that out loud just now? At the end of the day, BOOKMAP does say we go lower, though, so don't be surprised if you do see 26,200. All right? And remember, that would be this kind of bear flag breaking down, or the symmetrical triangle breaking down, and coming to this liquidity, and then all the way down here. This is kind of that same zone. Hold control, grab, you know, and that's kind of the next area we're going to be looking at, 26,190, 26,178. All right? If Bitcoin can't hold the sauce, it's going to collapse further down. That's just what's likely going to happen. All right? Okay, moving forward. So the NQ, that thing's going to blast. Point of control. 15.544 looks like a likely scenario. Who knows? That's just with the technical analysis. You got a smooth move coming. You got everyone freaking out. You got the whole world short in the market, man. They're gonna fleece those shorts. Let's take a look at the ES1. S&P futures. Same thing. The S&P is going to bump to the 200 SMA on its 4. It's going to do the same thing. Simple stuff, everybody. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, baby. There's a shoulder, head and a shoulder that got everyone freaked out. But look, we've been watching this pattern the whole time because we've been tracking it. And it's basically kind of an ascending triangle. And all we need to do is, just like Bitcoin negated the head and shoulder this morning and got the bounce, we just need this bounce up. Now, if this falls in and does a bearish retest, fine. I'm shorting. Like, I'll change my mind immediately. And the daily is pretty low, right? But you see the 4-hour, and you even see the 12-hour, and the 22 wants the bump. So the 22 looking good on Bitcoin. It's looking good across the board. Only time will tell. We will see. Bit of a bullish divergence here, too, as this is a swing down. Well, that's a swing up on the RSI, and you got low stochastics. So as if I expect a bounce back up here off of this double bottom, basically. Triple bottom, really. 1, 2, 3 for the S&P. Why am I so confident about the way it could bounce? Well, it's just because the way it's so far away from the 21-day moving average. Price action has to come back. If we flip it upside down, you're going to dump back down or at least go sideways. The best case scenario or the worst is we go sideways, right? And we go sideways, but the moving averages tell a story, and they're dang accurate. If you study the moving averages like me over multiple time frames, over multiple instruments, over multiple years, they're going to be able to tell you a lot about what's happening in the market. It's going to be fast. Look at this shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. You dump to the downside. This is a bearish div. Was it not? Of course it was. So divergences and the moving averages were M'd out. I mean, you lost the POC. Once you resistance at the point of control, you drop where? To the low volume area. This is where it's considered, basically fair value, lower than fair value. So these are good areas to be jumping on in. All right. Yeah. Back to the low volume area, fair value, right? So even the VRVP tells you should be getting a bounce back off that area. That's where people believe that's a good price. They're overpaying up here, so they sold off, but they're not overpaying down here. You do whatever you find. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice, right? Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right, I'm never going to force you into anything. I'm just going to teach you stuff that you didn't know before, I hope, and give you a little bit of guidance along the way. All right? I'm going to be the person that I never had for you when I was trying to find my way in life, right? I was a bit of a lost soul for a long time. I lacked guidance. I lacked mentorship. I lacked support. I lacked discipline. I'm here now to provide that for each and every one of you. All right. I stand as the rock of discipline, focus, so that you can come and you have a place. If every day you know I'm here like a rock, then you have a place where you know you can be too as well. Whether you just show up for a minute, for 2 minutes, whether you play me in the background, whether you remind yourself because you see me live just in your phone, whether you're in the trading group, whatever you do, I know that I breed consistency in you. I see it in my students. I see people change their lives. I see people come to me. I've been drinking. I've been lost. A year later, they're like a functioning member of society, telling people they love them, telling them they're going to work, helping my channel, like supporting me, and they're growing as into just amazing beings. So I'm amazed at what everyone helps me do, which is change other people's lives. At the end of the day, as much as I love technical analysis, I love making money, I love making people feel good so much more than that. And I love making people realize their true potential. My true gift is giving, the other day there was the genius. Everyone has a genius inside of them. And we're doing the genius code with Gary Cardone on Twitter. And everyone's like, what is your genius code? And people were supposed to come up and just talk about their genius code. And I believe mine is to help you find your genius code. Like, my genius code is to help others tap into their inner law, really get to the highest place they've ever been. Be able to see things and realize how amazing they are. Realize that everybody here on this live stream has genius in you. Whether it's a math way, whether it's a way of working with people, whether it's an intuitive emotional intelligence that you possess. I'm telling you right now, everyone here has something amazingly special to give that no one else does. We just have to tap into that and find out what it is and then use that. I did it. Like, I found I was good at talking. I talked my face off, right? So I was going to have to do something that enabled me to talk a lot. Period. Here we go, right? I knew I was going to have to exert a lot of energy because I had a lot of energy. So I knew something. And so I couldn't sit at work at a desk because people were going to think I was, it just wasn't going to work for me. I was like Jim Carrey in a freaking chain, in a little cage. And so then I also knew I needed to be stimulated by math because I loved math and I loved chance and happenstance. And I knew I needed a little bit of risk in there because I'm a risk taker and I like the energy. And then I knew that passion had to be part of it all. And then I loved presenting. And boom, it all, look at it all. So you will find your way. Just keep pushing. I'm telling you right now. You will find your way. I was lost for so long. You will find your way. And I believe we're only lost so we can really truly appreciate being found. Because once you're lost, you will love being found. I mean, you will just you'll never feel lost again once you've been truly, truly lost. It's like someone who thinks you're going to be gone, So I'm always here in the background because your spirit lifts me up daily. Shout out to Crypto Cash. I love you, man. You lift me up daily, man. I see the rug that you gave me every day. Every single day I see the Bitcoin alpaca thing that you gave me. And I'm amazed. Let's take a look at our DXY because we have to. DXY pushing over the limit. It's time for you to come home, DXY. It's over, my friend. I'll push this up one more time a little bit, right? But like, it's over. You have strong bearish div on the 4-hour time frame. You're very overbought. Tonight is the night you dump, my friend. Or Monday morning. Like, this is just, it's over. All right? Goodbye. Yeah. You're overbought on the on the RSI. You're at the highest levels you've ever been on the RSI, on the big time frames, the daily. The 3-day chart is cooked. Sayonara dollar. The dollar's done. Once it gets resisted by 105.71, I mean, if it gets fine, and anything is possible. It could break back above and get a move, but to me, the dollar is cooked. Absolutely cooked. So I just wanted to change the music a little bit. What is this? It's too spacey. It's gotta get one. I gotta get the BPMs right, man. I'm here listening and loving, working. Much love, man. Thank you. Thanks, Sam, for kind words. Sam, is that exchange no KYC decentralized? I don't know what he means. All right. So DXY, it gets above 105.71. We'll have some trouble, but, you know, all the bigger time frames and my indicators say we are cooked. We are cooked. So, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Let's take a look at U.S. Tether dominance. See what's happening with the Tether Dom. Now, I just realized, too, that USDC could have some play on this, but it mainly is the BTC. And we look at it closely. I mean, the 3-day wants to continue. It's trying to curve. The daily says, hey, it wants to pump. So, you know, this is something that we have to heed. Now, it could just go up because they're going to mint a lot of Tether. That happens sometimes. But let's be realistic. You know, if the daily's going to hold it down. So what I see now is it's almost like it's retesting this area and holding support right there. See that? Retest support. The 4-hour wants to roll over. I find it strange it's not going to come back down to the bottom of the pattern first, you know? But a resistance at 811. 1 hour wants to bounce today. So Tether dominance looks like it's going to get a bit of a move here. Look at this. Let's go look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance also wants to get a bit of a move. That usually means Bitcoin's going to go down. Why does that mean? Well, because it means the market goes down, people sell off into Bitcoin, right? But they also sell off into US Tether. So whenever I see Bitcoin dominance going to break out and Tether dominance going to break out, it's very likely Bitcoin's going to go to the downside, you know? And we have the liquidity here. So it's telling me Friday we're going to, so I'm going to tell you there's an I'd say there's a 90% chance we go to 26.2 into the afternoon sometime. Or just absolutely nowhere. But this is kind of, you know, if we get this big pump up on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, see? How did U.S. Tether dominance look on the 4 hour? All right, that's a good sign. So that's a good sign. So we might get just a little dip for Bitcoin today on the 1 hour time frame. But it says once that happens, everything will go right because then we'll get a dump on Tether dominance and a pump on Bitcoin dominance. So look for Bitcoin to probably struggle, go sideways or to the downside throughout the afternoon. And then tonight, even though it is Friday night, there could be a nice entry for Bitcoin into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right? Because the 4 hour looks like it's playing out here in our favor somewhat. All right. We did the S&P. We did the NQ. We did Bitcoin. All right. We did Tether dominance. We did Bitcoin dominance. All right. Let's look at total, the entire market cap of all of the cryptocurrencies in the game. This is every single cryptocurrency put together. All right. And let's talk about it. Where are we in the big old scheme of things? Let's go to our weekly on the total. This is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. All right. Major, and it's going to fall mainly Bitcoin because the dominance is 50%. That's pretty amazing, right? But so we have resistance here at 125. We have resistance here at 119. All right. We also have a resistance right here that we easily bounced off of at 968. That's like that 25K in a reason. It's not just like Bitcoin. It's a little different, right? The market structure. It did have the bullish divergence on the weekly. We did get the breakout. So you can see we have really nice support at 975. We have a resistance, a nasty one at 1065. And we're still hugging on to $1 trillion market cap. All right. Yes, I said market cap. For my Boston guys over here. Babe, I played a cop, I play a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I can do it. I can do anything. I can do anything you want me to do, babe. It doesn't matter. I'm Marky Wahlberg. Just get me on the phone. Me and The Rock, we put all money in Gala. It doesn't matter. Tom Brady messed up, FTX. But I told him not to do it. He didn't listen to me. I told him not to do it. I could have done it better. I could have done it better. I did it better. I did it better with Gala. I'm a peacock. Let me fly, baby. Okay, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for the love. What's up, my love? My vitamin D every day? You want to do it on the camera so you look good, right?
No, I want to make sure you're okay. The Lyme test came back.
What happened?
They said you're still positive for Lyme, and they said that's normal. You should go back in 6 months. I mean, but why the hell did they tell you to go in the first place?
What a waste. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. That's what happens, baby. So let's go to the 3-day chart, which is still sporting the hidden bullish. Now, the weekly isn't. I've never back-tested 3-day hidden bullish that the weekly doesn't have. I've never, this will be something I'll start to add to my repertoire, and I'll know in 2-3 years from now, I'll see this 10 times, 20 times, But it does suggest that we will break up. But we just have this nasty resistance and this POC. See this red line? This is the POC. Right there at 1 trillion. Funny, $1 trillion, right? Of course. And we're just having trouble getting back above 1.045. We get above 1.045. The good thing is we are above this POC, and that means we can get up here to 1.15. And there's a chance that Bitcoin's just making somewhat of that's kind of more of a descending triangle, but, And maybe it ends up playing out more like this. I don't know exactly how, but we'll see. I'm open-minded, and I'm going to continue to pay attention to what's happening to Bitcoin. And right now, the total market cap for all of cryptocurrencies basically cannot lose this level. If it loses 1013, we're dropping back down to 969, and then we got some stuff to look at, right? And then I'll be switching my tune. Let's look at our moving averages. You're nowhere near the 3-day like Bitcoin is, which is interesting, right? Our daily's a lot closer. And our 4-hour is above the 200 SMA. You see that? That's a big sign. That's a good sign. We never lost the 200 on the total market cap. I didn't really look at this yet, and we haven't really discussed that yet. As long as the 4-hour stays above that level, we're in pretty good shape. You know what I mean? So this is a very interesting turn of events here. The second we go below that, I'll be a little more bearish as well. So let's see what happens. Can we hold this zone? Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? Bitcoin not doing too great either as well. Followed the same concept that we had here, where we had this falling wedge, in my opinion, that faked out, braked out. I guess I used this channel on this one. On Bitcoin, we had a nicer you know, right there, and then we had the retest. Yeah, I guess that was the retest there. Broke out. So if we lose this level, you're coming right down to 1, and then if you lose 1 trillion, 970, right? So we're at like a very, very like kind of tight precipice here. The bulls, just like that, have to break through this resistance. This falling wedge basically has to break back up. Once we get back above 1.07, we're kind of in the clear for at least for a while, you know? Let's look at total 3, which is the entire market cap of all of the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We saw this kind of trend line holding 1, 2. We want to see it continue to hold. If not, we will probably likely drop down and test 290. We're holding a market cap of $324 billion. All right. The 3-day chart still has legs, but, you know, so you can see the altcoins, because there's a chance Bitcoin gets a huge run up, and the altcoins still take a bit of a hit here. So it's not all love. And look, shoulder, head. Do we just make a right shoulder there? So that's, you know, altcoins don't look amazing, do they? Let's be honest, right? And it's that same flag that I just drew. So possibly a little pump here. Little like relief rally. Bitcoin dominance drops a little bit there on the 1 hour today. Could give a little relief rally to the altcoins, but you know, what I see on the 1 hour here is a bear flag for the altcoins. See that? And you're below the 200 SMA, so the alts don't look that good, I'll be honest. And if Bitcoin rips, like, the altcoins will take some sell-offs. So I would watch your altcoins. I'm into shorting. I believe as a group, do whatever make you happy, right? But we should be paying attention to the shorts right now for the altcoins, the shorts that I've been looking at, right? And again, I'm not in them. I'm not saying you pick whatever you want, you do whatever you like, but I talked about this dumping, right? And I said, remind the watchers, 921 said we would hit the 21 SMA on the 3-day chart. I'm going to keep doing this and showing you that no, I'm not a magician. No, I'm not a genius. No, I'm not the smartest man in the world. No, I don't know the algorithm. No, I don't have to, like, you know, basically throw my weight around with my math. I just know that I've studied this over time, and every time you get this far away from the 21 on the 3-day chart, you come back to it. Like, I can show it to you literally on every asset in the world, and I can show it to you. Look, it happened here. We got too high, we came back. We got too high, we came back. We got way too high here. We almost came back, then had a secondary pump. That could happen, but you're going to get somewhat of a dump. And the only reason you came back is you're going to see low stochastic, and there may be something else there. Like, eventually, once you got that far, you did come back again. Once you lose it, usually you get even more of a dump. So you lose it, you come back. Here you pump. Once you lose it, more of a dump. It's all about the moving averages. My whole strategy is based on moving averages. Are you understanding it? So I told you this on the 21st. It's been dumping ever since. It's likely going to continue to dump. Anyone that took the dump here is in the money, right? So you do whatever makes you happy. I can't force you to understand these concepts, but I can teach you, and I can show you to them day in and day out till you understand what's going on. All right. You know what's crazy is if you follow me on Twitter, I found this was one of the best tweets I ever had out, right? So let's take a look at this. Supply shock is coming. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking at this here. On the live stream, I sold all my Gala for GFAL, right? And look, one tanked while the other one boomed. This is one of the best moves I ever made in trading. Do not date them, just trade them. And look, you set these up so wherever the blue line, they're exactly matched, right? And I put my cursor like where the cursor was. And these blue lines were exactly in the same place. So all you had to do is switch all your funds over. And look at that, just beautiful. And look, it followed it exactly. And it looks like I wasn't the only one. Almost like the whole world did what I did. I think a bunch of people were like, well, that's a gaming coin. It starts with a G. I'll get out of Gal. I'll get into GFAL. I mean, this move down was this move up. This move, little sideways move, was this little move. And then this dump was this pump again. You know, it's interesting. We'll talk about GFAL in a second, but I found this coin when it was very, very low, very small market cap, and we've been on it ever since. GFAL, games for a living, and honestly, I like to I go after people, and I always seem to find a gem. Always seem to find a gem. But, all right, our man Trip Hawkins of EA Sports, baby. And so I don't see how this isn't going to make gains. You know what I mean? Trip Hawkins, CSO, founder, and former CEO of both Electronic Arts and Digital Chocolate. It's got an Emmy award-winning nominee team, an art director team. Like, it, you know, both entrepreneurial leaders in the field of new technologies and, you know, combined 140 years in building and growing video game startups. I mean, we got in this thing when it was like a $5 or $7 million market cap, right? Your wife is a smoke show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. You heard that, babe? You're a smoke show. They think you're sweet. I don't know if I should take that. I mean, I'm just going to take that the right way and be happy about it. So look, the 4 hour, once you dump and the moving average is this far apart, you're going to dump all the way down to the 200 SMA. So this BLZ short is just going to continue to dump. You heard it here first. We did the same thing with AKRO. And I'm going to continue to show you these because I find, you know, my mind hit me. I was like, this is how I teach. I said, I just put it out there and I mark the date and every day I talk about it. So every day they see it and they're just like, whoa. Like I called this short for you on 9-3. I said this would continue to drop. Then once you lost the 200 SMA, you're going to go lower. So once you get here, you could take half the trade off the table and let the less run down. Respect the wife, bro. The channel is a smoke show, my man. GFAL is a smaller market cap too than Naka. Yep. Up 50% on that BLZ short, my man, gaining on him. And so there you go, 3-day. We said, you know, and this was what? This was now 19 days ago. And just like this, the BLZ will look just like this. And you'll be like, well, he called it. And there it went. And I could have made a boatload of money, but I just decided that I was going to be in fear, that the charts didn't play out, that he has no idea what he's talking about, that he's out here because he just, you know, whatever people say, they want to say, you know what I mean? But like, and I'm going to continuously show you how this happens over and over and over again, right? Over and over and over again. And you can fight the feeling all you want, like, but this is how price action moves on all assets throughout the world. All right. Sam, do you want to look at the LOOM network chart in the weekly time frame? I don't, but I will. I don't want to do anything because I don't use the word want. Want creates lack, but I do desire. Desire is hot. Look at that thing. The 3-day is hot, but look, it's too far away from the 200, from the 21. This thing is likely going to come down, right? The weekly is the same situation. Wow, look at that thing. I wonder why it got so hard. It went so hard on the week. It basically doubled up on the weekly. I had it in this flag too. Like I think last night or two nights ago, I was drawing this, but I felt it was high risk or something. Something led my attention away. I don't catch every coin in the game, but like even this 15-minute, right? This 15-minute is likely to get. You're likely to catch a short now back to the 21 SMA. Either a short or price action goes pretty sideways, but in my mind, it's more likely a short because you got, you know, that's the same concept that you're going to trade on the 3-day when the 3-day has to come back to the 21 SMA. I'm just going to keep showing you these guys and teaching it to you, and, you know, then the small time frames are where you execute the entries, okay? Like this 3-day, in my mind, has to come back down. I mean, and the stochastics will be overbought with you. The RSI, you may make a bearish divergence first or something, right? So just be careful for that. Let's take a look at the super chat. CRV, Filecoin. People want CRV, man. After all it went through, you want to touch that thing again? You people, I love y'all. But wow, like why are you going to force yourself on CRV, right? It's got the perpetual. There it is. Is that, yeah. Curve finance. All right. I mean, people may have money in it and they're just like, they're hoping and praying or something. I don't know what's going on. I mean, that guy was basically insolvent, right? So I see CRV in a descending triangle, really. And it's like barely retesting right now, in my humble opinion. On a big time frame, dude, like a 4-day. Yeah. Daily's cooked and you're below the zone. I mean, this is likely going to dump, right? That's a bearish retest. If you get back in, fine, I'll change my tune. You might bounce to the top of the pattern, but right now, that's a bearish retest. That's a descending triangle. And again, it would go into the negative, but I mean, so it can't go that far. It can't hit the measured move because that would be negative price action. You figured it has to bottom, right? It has to be at the bottom. It has to bounce. I don't like my old saying, picking gum off the bottom of the street. Like, that's just... It's got a divergence. It gave a lot of a pump. It didn't really get much movement out of it. So, you got to get back above this resistance here at 50 cents to even be considered, like, somewhat serious. If it doesn't get above 50 cents, it's just going to continue to go to the downside, period. You know, have a line in the sand when you're trading stuff. Be like, hey, if it doesn't get above this level, I'm not touching it. Like, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But you got to have a line. Like, you got to have a line that you're not going to cross or that you are. You know what I mean? There's got to be a line for yourself. All right. Super chats, Filecoin, XVG, and Quant. All right. Let's take a look at Filecoin. File USDT. On MEXC, baby. All right. So I don't know when I last looked at it. Oh, yeah. So remember the last time I put out Filecoin? I gave you guys this inverted head and shoulder, and this thing boomed. It's funny. Look, I haven't looked at it since I put out a call, and my call's still in the money. My call's still in the money. You're still, look, even if you did nothing and fell asleep, still up 2% on the call, which is crazy, but it was a good 9.5% call on Filecoin. I believe I showed this on the live stream. All right. September 13th. See if I ended up putting out to the group. No, the other calls are later than that. Way back when. But look, I mean, on the live, we had it like this. And then look, that's a cup with a handle. You see it? That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. I figured it out, the algorithm for the fastest places where price likes to pump the best and give you the most gains. It's the cup and it's that handle, baby. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I like to focus on where the money is. There's the cup, there's the handle. Look at that. Boom. Look at that gain. The cup and handle produces. The cup and handle is the key. It's the algorithm. It's the way it moves. It's how they liquidate. And they kind of learned how to use the emotional manipulation of people to create this same similar pattern over and over again. All right. Yeah, some dodgy information about the Compound CEO today as well. Not good for DeFi. Yikes. Thoughts on Cardano? I owed Cardano long term, and I still buy it on MEXC. You know what I mean? So look, like Cardano, right? You like Cardano? I like Cardano too. I think it's super low. I think it's at a great price to buy some Cardano. I'll go to ADA right here, and look at this. I'm going to move this up. I'll buy myself $500 worth of Cardano for the long haul, right? And look, I'm going to pay basically, a very, zero spot maker taker fee. We'll see here. Limit buy at $24.51. We'll see if we can get a little lower price, right? And boom. And look, the order amount, $499,999,999, right? Can you please take a look at Caspa? Sip some gains from the Cup and Handy. It's been so long since I sipped gains. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have to put it in front. It's not in front. It's so funny. The jaw, bro. Don't be a jawhead, dude. Where my jawheads at? Throwing me all those super chats over here. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Bobby, Tommy, and Billy Jill. And don't forget, you know what I mean? ITrust Capital sponsoring us right below that awesome jar. And you can move your money tax-free, dude. I mean, in an IRA. Amazing. So, life or bot, pump it. Sammy Cup and Handy on the 1 minute. Boom. And Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump there, right? It's 6686 to the upside, right? I didn't get filled yet, too. It's taking some time. Low liquidity. But look, it's going to come down to my fill. One more, and we're in there. But this is the cheapest place to add to your bags. Okay? The cheapest place. And I put my money where my mouth is. I like GFAO, right? If I were to sell all my bags right now, $3,500. And if I were to sell it all, it'd be a gain of $1,677. Like, this coin has been producing, all right? Semper Fi, baby. Jarhead for life. My man. Shout out to the Jarheads. Shout out to the Marines. Shout out to anyone in the law that risked their life for this country. Anyone. Law enforcement, you know, paramedics, firemen, any single one out there. God bless you all. We really, really appreciate you. All right. Saw GFL in a bullish pennant last night. Not went long. Super chats, XVG and Quant. Thank you for that. Let's take a look at Verge. Oh, yeah, so let's look at I didn't really go over Filecoin. I was just like, let's look at it. And so I was like, hey, man, what do you think? So Filecoin, I mean, nice little inverted. And you can see it takes a lot. Like, that was a 9% move, and it took a lot of money. I don't particularly like trading Filecoin for that reason. Too big of a market cap. But it's starting to make an Adam and Eve double bottom. These take time, everybody. We're in a bear market. Long time accumulation. These are the greatest places to... October, November, December. 1, 2, 3, and then into March. And these are going to, in my humble opinion, I have found, and I could be wrong, but I have found, and I'll show you on a chart. Let's go over a chart and break it down. Let's do this. This is fun what we're going to do right now. I'm going to show you something that no one will show you, and I've actually done it in my lifetime. So I'm going to teach you how I made something of myself with trading. Cardano, right? Let's look at Cardano. Let's look at the Binance chart on Cardano. Oldie but goodie, baby. Oh, Cardano, man. Part of my life story will be Cardano. I think I'll name a boat called Cardano or something. I don't know. My wife was upstairs reading about Ada Lovelace with my daughter today. Ada Lovelace that's what Cardano's made after, Ada. That's why they took the ticker Ada. Cardano was Geronimo Cardano. Most people don't know this, right? He was a mathematician, Geronimo Cardano, right? An Italian polymath born in Pavia. One of the smartest physicians, biologists, physicist, chemist, astrologer, astronomer, philosopher, writer, and a gambler. I mean, the dude did it all right? He made the cornerstones of the history of algebra. Like, the dude is unbelievable. Played a significant role in the history of sign language, particularly in the history of deaf education. He discovered in the 1500s that the deaf were able to be educated by using written words. You know what I mean? Like, he's the reason why deaf people, unreal. And then you got Ada Lovelace. So I just want to give you guys the backstory of what you're doing here in cryptocurrency. Ada Lovelace, she was one of the first, what they thought was mathematician, and she also created the beginnings of what was the first computer. The idea of computer programming. It wasn't like what you think it was. It was very early in the late stages of the 1800s, but so this is why we call Cardano Ada and Cardano, all right? Okay. Not fun being stuck at a strange gas station in the Bronx. Tow truck drivers are essential. My man. I'm looking at the weekly and the monthly, and it would appear this sideways movement is concerning. I've been in crypto since 2016, and it's an unfriendly pattern. So let's take a look at Cardano in the long run, right? We have a major resistance for Cardano at 43 cents, 44 cents, and here at about 57. And we're bouncing too nicely off of 24 and 5.5. And we could fall even further down to about 15. What I don't like, that to me is a descending triangle. And they break to the downside. Tells me that Cardano could go lower. 4 cents. Are we going to see Cardano at 14 cents? There's a chance. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder there too. That doesn't look good for Cardano. I'll be honest with everybody here. Looks like we're going to go lower. Period. But we're at basically a precipice. Major divergence there, saying that's going to be the bottom. There's a chance I bought the exact bottom for Cardano today. Smart bet if you're swing trading is to wait for it to get above 43 and then make a swing trade. Cardano's something I will hold for the next till 2026 or and later. So I'm not worried about it. Pepe is getting a bump. What do you think? We'll take a look at Pepe in a second. All right. Crypto server now. Super chats. Love, XVG, and Quant. Someone wants to know about Verge. XVG? That's an oldie, right? Let's take a look at XVG. On MEXC. So, 3-day chart overbought. I honestly, man, this thing is just... I don't know why we're looking at this right now. This is an old coin. I started trading in 2017. It's at a bottom holding these. This is just hard for me to do. 3-day chart. You have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low. I'm sorry. Can I not do this? It just... I don't know, man. I won't be swinging it. You know, 1 hour is getting overbought. You have resistance right here. Wait for it to get back above 33.92. Swing trade it to the top of the channel. Be careful with a partial. And then if it can get back above this zone, then retest, you know, back to a key resistance. It is probably making a rounded bottom here. And it will come back up to the upside eventually. Look for the cup with the handle, and then the handle will pump you. Simple stuff to me. I wouldn't touch it unless it got above 3.5. Right. Pick up some Cadanas when you're in the Bronx. Honey, give me 2 Cadanas and a box of chocolates. Some trades I don't mind missing. Yeah, it just is what it is, man. It doesn't get me excited, you know. Bitcoin got a little pump. I got the 5-minute all day on my other screen watching it with you guys, so... Got the bump. Looks like it's getting rejected by the top of the channel, and it's likely to drop further down now. So, to me, it's just going sideways for most of the day. You know, it's nice above 26.6. That's great. If we can close the daily above it, I'll take it. You know, let's not be greedy and just go day by day here. Quant on MEXC. It's a slow Friday, man. People getting back into the swing of things with school. Last day of fall, really, or the first day of, I think the first day of fall today. Or it might be tomorrow. So Quant's been beat to the ground, right? I remember when we put out Quant at 87, and it was a great buy, and it pumped all the way up to some nice highs. I was back in October, right here. I put out that giant. I always remember putting out this big inverted head and shoulder right there. 1, 2, 3. I was out in Vegas, and that was just, you know, a quick little pump for us. But the idea was we started getting in somewhere even back down there in 87. It pumped up, came back down. Honestly, for me, I'm not a huge Quant fan. A lot of people are. They're all about it. I've been a speculative guy my whole life, right? So I try to buy today what's going to be hot 2-3 years from now. Quant's been out for 4 years, man. People know about it. And everyone says, oh, it's going to change when it comes to ISO 2022 and all that. And that's great. But I've looked at the market cap for Quant, and to me, it's just, you know, it's big. I think it finally slipped below $1 billion, right? No, it's still at $1 billion. So, like, if it makes a 30x, it goes to a $30 billion market cap, right? At 10x, it's $890 a coin. At 100x, it's an $8,000 coin. Is Quant going to be worth $8,900? Honestly, is it? I don't think so. If it was $8,000, its market cap would be $100 billion. It would be like over $102 billion. It would have to be. It would have to turn into like Ethereum. You know, I just don't see that happening. I don't. Right? I like to see this. How high? Let's proceed. How high will Quant go? What is Quant? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they think by 2050 it could be $6,000 a coin. All right, I'll give that to you. So you could maybe 100x in the next 27 years. I'm all set, man. You know what I mean? So you're going to 4x. In the next bull run, you're going to maybe go to 2026. You're going to be 578. And why don't I think there's going to be a pullback? You don't think there's going to be a pullback? It's just going to keep pumping? I don't know. If it's successful, there's so much speculative nature on this too. So I just, to me, one of the things that I am somewhat good at is speculating over time what's going to make money and what is going to make me the most money. I'm not always perfect, but I'm not always at the highs, and I don't get the best things ever that make the greatest amount of money, but I don't get the worst things, and sometimes I get pretty close. And to me, quant's just way at the high. It's at the high level of return versus reward, and I think it's obvious. So I don't know why there's this obsession with quant. Like GFAL or something, that's a 100xer, man. That thing's got a $20 million market cap. It goes to 200 million, you're getting a 10x. It goes to 2 billion, you are gonna 100x. A gaming project can easily get a $1 billion market cap. These are realistic ideas. If you really, you know what I mean? But again, it could go to 0 and it's just be started. Quant's a safer bet for an easy 4 to 5x. If you want to make an easy 3x in the next bull run, again, in my humble opinion, I believe quant's your coin. You want to make 3 to 5x in the next bull run and play it safe, then quant's your coin. And again, I'm not Quant Token Metrics takes into account that we will have invented time travel by 2050. I believe we already have time travel. I explained it the other day, right? See, it's kind of crazy, but like you have an ant in a 2-dimensional space, and the ant's here, and he wants to get from here to here. So if the ant can bend space, and then if the ant just went from there to there, it would look like he went from there to there instantly. So if you can bend the dimension you're in, you can move, you can teleport basically, right? So the ant looks like he teleports when we turn his 2-dimension into 3-dimension. So we need to tap into the 4th dimension. That's all. And once we tap into the 4th dimension, we will be able to time travel. It'll look like time traveling in the 3-dimension. We'll just be moving on another plane. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll do this at another time. That's for my other channel, right? Yeah. So Liver is in another dimension. Yeah. Got to give it to them. The token price plan is entertaining. Yeah, okay. Hey, it could make some gains. It could make huge, you never know. But just when I look at it and break it down for me, and I could be wrong, I don't see it. Time actually is an extra dimension. It's not part of the 3rd. There you go. Look at that. Lifer is from the Matrix. I think the big hurdle there is the control of gravity. Just my opinion. All right. And that's kind of where we stand here. I'm going to do the news and run on out for the day. It's a quiet day. Only got to about 580 people. Interesting. But we still have an amazing amount of people here. 500 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We're in interplanetary beings. 33s, man. Astral travel. I think the big hurdle is there's control of gravity. Lifer is from the Matrix. Super chats. Love.game or love. Is that love Inu though? How do you feel about Caspa? Price prediction. I believe it can 30x from where it's at. Realistically. Yeah. So it's at what, 5 cents? I believe we can get to like, I don't know, $1, $1.50, something like that. All right. Wow, so we called the short I called the short on this yesterday. Hit target 1, almost hit target 2, got really low. Pumped all the way back up, back almost to entry again. But still couldn't get back above the key resistance level. Let's break it down for you like I do every day. Our 3-day chart, all right, for Caspa. Now, I sold all my Caspa at 44. Let me see where I sold it all at. I'm pretty transparent, so let's go do this together. So I sold all my Casper. Because I could search. Can I search the asset? There it is there. So that was my swing trade that I made. I swing trade like 15 grand on it. So you can say I sold all of the last time I sold it all was at 4.9. All right. But I sold the first batch I sold was at I got in at 4.795. I sold at 4.9. All right. Where is my Caspus sell? Anyway, I don't do enough trading. Look at all this trading. It's insane, right? Anyway, I could go search it all, but I'm pretty sure I sold it at 44, 45 area. All right. I'm positive I sold it between 44 and 45, you know. You can go to here, you can go to orders, spot orders, and then I can search the actual pair. You might want to see that, right? So I can go to order history, right? And I can look for the pair, cast, right? And then I got to change the date. I don't know. Like, yeah, I sold it a while back, right? Just doesn't make any sense. 8-7. Hold on. I'm wasting your guys' time with this, and I apologize. Back to July. I just want to see. I want to see when I sold the whole lot. There it is, right there. 44. That's where I sold the bulk of it all. 144,000. Yeah, that's where it's 7. Yeah, right there. It was $20,000 worth of cash, but look, 13 grand there and 7 grand there, right? Or partial actually. So it was like a little under. Bought it back at 4.7, sold it at 4.9. You see. Bought 15,000, sold 15,530, and so now I'm just kind of in the whim. So anything to me below 44 is a steal at that point. Like I'm back in the money. So I've yet to go back into Caspa, and I'll tell you why. Because to me, usually after a big pump, you retrace pretty nicely down, right? And we just kind of dipped and came back up, and we kind of double topped here, and we made a bearish div on the 3-day chart. And, you know, everyone gets hyped up with all-time highs and, you know, price discovery. And this was a real true price discovery. And we traded that. It was great. All right. Nice. That's why I sold into price discovery. I sold into 44 here. I used, you know, and that's what you want to do. Like, you're not going to be perfect, but you want to use euphoria to take your money out of the market. And then you want to use fear to put your money in the market, right? Oh, my God. Like a bolt fell out of my thing, man. All the bolts came out of this thing, dude. Jeez Louise. Huh, and they must have gotten sucked up by the cleaning people. I was wondering what the hell. The other day, I'm sitting here, and I see this bolt in my hand. I'm like, looking around. Now I know what it's for. My whole desk is moving around. My whole thing. Anyway, so that's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Casper, man. It's going to come down. Like, it's going to come down. It's likely to come to the 200 SMA on the daily. In my humble opinion. So I'm still waiting for Caspa to kind of come down a little bit more. And I could be wrong and I could miss out. I'm going to be watching it closely, but it's to me a little extended. All right. Lately it's getting a little better now, but even the 3-day is starting to get a little high. The 2-day very overbought with a bearish divergence. So I'm not touching that thing yet. I'm just not. It's going to come down to the 618. Just got a lot of diamond hands in Caspa. Exactly. All is fair in love and war. Love. Love on MEXC. I mean, this thing is beat to the ground, bro. Like, really? Like, that's a rug pull. Like, I'm not looking at that again. I'm sorry. Your mom is lucky to have a son like you. Thank you. I hope, you know. You think GFL can hit $1? Yes, for sure it can. Why not? Why not? Right? So you guys can see, like, today's not an amazing day, but I'm still focused on the money. All right? And where the money's going to take us. Wow, this just happened. Like, when I lift my hand, like, my whole desk goes all over the place. My whole, not my desk, but, like, my keyboard holding bar area. If that makes any sense. Bitcoin getting overbought in the Stokes and away from the 200 SMA. That's just not a good sign to me. That's a double top on the 2-day chart. You see that? I mean, that's a double top. M pattern, right? Do you revisit 23.8? There's a chance we do, everyone. There's a chance we do. All right? We'll take it one day at a time. One step at a time. One motion at a time. And this is kind of what we're watching today. And I could have told you we're going to get a resistance there. And we said the 15-minute was probably going to take it down. Resistance. There it is for now. And I just see sideways price action today, everyone. I believe when I come up at my 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock update on a Friday afternoon, we're going to be somewhere up here. The cool thing is you have the 200 SMA and you're likely to pump up to it. That's just the most likely, even if you just hit all the shorts and then come back into the pattern. So the most likely thing I do see happening today is at least to pump up to there. After that, it's neither here nor there. The volume is low and we're going sideways. So you take it how you want it. I'll update you later on and we'll go from there. If we can't get back above 26,750, expect more downside. That's going to be a key resistance we're going to have to break back above. We get above that, we start making flags, I would long all day because there is a big gap up there and there is room to go. We just got to get above this local resistance. All right, and with that, everyone, I'm going to jump on out. I'm going to do the news and we're going to jump on out of here. Let's see what's happening in the news today real quick because we've had our head in the charts for so long. We have no idea what the real world is actually doing. Let's take a look. Bybit suspends services in the UK after CEO Zhao says exit was likely. Bybit is proactively suspending its services in the UK ahead of new crypto marketing rules set to be enforced by the country's financial regulator next month. The decision will impact new UK users from October 1st. Crypto exchange Bybit is exiting the UK ahead of new crypto marketing rules set to be enforced by the country's financial regulator in light of the UK Conduct Authority introduction of new rules regarding marketing and communications by crypto businesses, as outlined in the June policy statement. Bybit has made a choice to embrace the regulation proactively and pause our services in this market. I mean, that could spread throughout the world too, so it's just something to think about. Don't get scared, but just, we do always have DeFi. But Web3 adventure game Big Time, poised to kick off its player-owned economy. During the last year of beta testing, the crypto and NFT-focused game community has grown to over 350,000 people on Discord and over 250,000 on X, formerly Twitter. Web3 role-playing adventure game Big Time is emerging from a year-long testing phase and expects to go live in early October. The non-fungible tokens driven by native Big Time cryptocurrency. Interesting. So Big Time, I want to look for this. I want to find out what it is. Big Time may give us a big pump, something to look forward to, kind of get everyone stirred up and be kind of the new thing coming out there. So Big Time status is the most streamed PC Web3 game on Twitch with over 3,000 streamers having played its pre-alpha and large footprint in critical markets like Japan. Interesting. And so now we know Big Time. Let's keep Big Time on our radar. Do they have it already here? Sometimes I like to just search, but Big Time USDT, is this it or is this, you see, be careful. These could be like, probably, but look, this thing is out in an hour and look, it's already up. So someone probably took this news and made this coin. My goodness. I mean, liquidity is 30,000, so just be careful. Don't trade this stuff. That's crazy. It's probably up thousands of percent already, but but that's what happens too. So, and Google Cloud adds data support for 11 more blockchains. Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Polygon are notable additions to Google's data analytics service. I mean, slowly and surely, Google is eating up blockchain information, and it's starting to become part of the blockchain. And I believe there's going to be 5-6 years from now, you won't tell the difference between Web3, blockchain, crypto. It's all going to be the same. Everyone's going to call it tech. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. And we greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. God bless you all. Thank you.